First there was a fire, a huge column of smoke rising from Beirut's port. Then a massive explosion. The force of the blast was so strong, its shockwaves blew out glass and tore buildings across the city, ripping balconies off onto the streets. The moment captured on camera during this bridal photo shoot, sparking panic. The blast was felt more than 150 miles away, even registering on US seismographs used to measure earthquakes. At least 100 people are confirmed dead, thousands are injured. The city's wounded in desperate need of care, looking to St. George's Hospital, but its medics can't enter the building since it is on the verge of collapse. They lost 4 nurses themselves. President Trump expressing sympathy last night, offering assistance from the US.
Our prayers go out to all the victims and their families.
The sun rose Wednesday morning, revealing the devastating scene at Beirut's port. The explosion linked to 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate stored unsafely in a warehouse, the same material as the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995, but reportedly 1,000 times stronger. Officials aren't commenting on the cause of the explosion, but so far it appears to be accidental.
All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, so I'm back at you with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit. Okay. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua said that he was going to kindle a fire upon the earth. You see? And this explosion that took place in this country of Lebanon is a prelude through the Spirit of what the Lord is going to do upon the world. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is executing a mighty judgment throughout the earth. Okay? So you see that judgment is being forwarded amongst these nations, man. Okay? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is putting the spirit of war in the minds of these world leaders and militaries, okay? So the reality of things is that you people need to deal with is that World War III is going to happen in your lifetime, okay? What just happened over here in Lebanon was an act of war, man, okay? The Most High is just giving you an example, okay, of how his righteous indignation and wrath is going to take hold of over this world, man. You know, like the scriptures say. I'll get this real quick. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2, and it reads, it says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua so cometh as a thief in the night," meaning that judgment is going to be unexpected. Okay, the Lord is going to execute judgment suddenly. Okay, which was an example of what happened over here in Lebanon. Okay, this judgment happened suddenly, man, and hundreds of people ended up dying and thousands injured. Okay, so this is just light work to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Wait till he turns things up. Okay, so we're definitely living in that time of the end. Okay, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua so cometh as a thief in the night." Verse 3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them." All right, which was an example, you know, like the days of Noah, man. You had the woman in the video, she was getting married or whatnot, and then the explosion took place and rocked the whole city. Okay, that's an example of sudden destruction. And these things are going to happen in America too, because this bombing, okay, is going to further, you know, martial law and the total lockdown of all nations, man. Okay. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 4, and it says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness." All right, meaning the men of the Lord, the elect, all right, we're not in darkness. We're not in ignorance. We see what the Lord is doing upon the earth. All right, we're paying attention to prophecy. You know, like the elder Malcolm would say, Bible prophecy is jumping right off the pages. Okay, it says, but you brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Okay, so we're paying attention, we're being vigilant, and we're seeing what's going on. Okay, let me get this. 2 Peter 3:10, it says, but the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, will come as a thief in the night. Once again, judgment is going to come suddenly. Okay? It says, in that which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Okay? And what did we see in this video? Okay? We saw a part of this city pass away with a great noise, man. All right? Plenty of people were put to death. Okay? This was some heavy judgment right here, man. And which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth, also the works that are therein, shall be burned up, man. So wait till the Lord does this on a worldwide scale, man. You know, this is just an example. You know, let me pull this up real quick, because heavy judgment and death is going out. You know, just looking at some of the casualties and the aftermath of this explosion. Damn.
سمعتينا؟ سمعتك على ايدك. شوف يا شباب.
All right, so there's more footage out there of actual bodies, you know, blown apart in the streets, you know, that's circulating on the internet. All right, so you get to see the real destruction, you know, that took place, man. So this is the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, so like I said, prophecy is jumping right off the pages, man. Okay, now when you go on the Google and you look up where Lebanon is located, all right, as I pull it up here on the screen, okay, you can see that Lebanon is located in the so-called Middle East, as they say. And when you take a look, you can see the surrounding nations. All right, you see Syria, Iraq, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, so on and so forth. All right, so let's get the scriptures. Okay, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 1, and it reads, it says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia! Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria." All right, so this is where World War III is going to take place. Going back to the map. Okay, it's not a coincidence that it's written in the scriptures where it said, "Woe be unto these nations," man. Okay, because this is where all the action is going to take place, man. All right, right here in the so-called Middle East. You see, reading it again. 2nd Ezra 16 and 1, it says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon," all right, which is America, Asia. "Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria." You see, verse 2, "Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." Okay, and we see a little bit in this video, man. Okay, like I said, there's more footage on the internet of bodies in the street, man. People blown to pieces, man. You know, children, women, everybody, you know. So this is the prophecy right out of the book. Okay, "A sword is sent upon you, who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, who may quench it?" You see? Let's jump down. Okay. 2nd Ezra 16 and 13, and it reads, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows," okay, those arrows represent those nuclear missiles, those ICBM nuclear missiles. It says, "His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." You see? Verse 14, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." Okay, so we're in the midst of that right now. Verse 15, "For the fire is kindled, it shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth." like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward. Even so the plagues that should be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Okay? Because, hey, the Lord is going to execute his will, man. His will be done on the earth. Verse 17. Woe is me, who should deliver me in those days? Okay? And we're living in those days which the prophet Esdras has seen. Okay? We're in those days now. Verse 18, behold, Salakia, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. Okay? What just happened over here in Lebanon was an example of great death, man. All right? The beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. You see? This is the beginning of World War III, man. This is happening. Okay? And the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay? So what are you people going to do, you know, when these evils shall come to America? When these same type of events, you know, take place in America, man. You know, me and the brothers were talking about that, man. You know, one of these things can go down in a major city, you know. So what are you people going to do if you ain't got Yahweh Shem Shai, you know? What you people gonna do in those days of evil, man? You know, it's about to get real on a worldwide scale, man. Okay, let me get this. It's Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5, and it reads, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this should be with burning and fuel of fire." Okay, so this last war's war that's gonna take place. Okay, it's going to be with burning and fuel of fire, man. Okay, you know, the Lord gave you a clear example of that. Burning and fuel of fire, man. Okay, straight out of the scriptures, man. Okay, let's get this. All right, Isaiah 13 and verse 4, and it reads, it says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains." All right, those mountains represent these nations' governments and militaries. Okay, it says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts mustereth the host of battle." All right, so the Lord is gathering the troops. Okay, and they're going to be gathered where? In the so-called Middle East, man. All right. Woe unto Egypt and Assyria, Asia and Babylon, man. Okay, it's going down in this part of the world. Okay. Isaiah 13 and 15, "They come from a far country, from even the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land." All right, and that's what these missiles are set up to do. Okay, these are the weapons. Okay, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The scriptures tell you in Joel chapter 2. That these missiles are likened unto the Lord's army. Okay? The weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Okay? This whole continent, Babylon, America, is going to be removed off the earth, man. Verse 6. "Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." You see that? Just to give a quick example. Okay, this came out July 25th, 2020. This is from Al's Medra, Salakia. I can't pronounce it. Alsmadar News, alsmadarnews.com. It says, "First Arab country acquires new Chinese missile system." All right, and we already know about the so-called Chinese, missile technology, which is, has surpassed America's. Okay, but jumping down. All right, Beirut, Lebanon, 9:30 a.m. China has started exporting the third generation of their Red Arrow 12 anti-tank systems, also known as HJ-12. According to the Chinese defense website, Algeria has become the first Arab country to obtain the upgraded Chinese anti-tank system. You see this? Jumping down. It says, not surprisingly, the Algerian military has long-standing relationships with the Chinese military-industrial complex. It has bought from China self-propelled howitzers, mortars, and multiple missile launch systems, as well as a reconnaissance and attack drones and marine equipment. According to the military expert, HJ-12 will replace the old Soviet complexes that were developed in the first half of the 1970s. Okay, so we see that this missile is called the Red Arrow 12. Okay, and that's the Spirit. Let me get this. All right, because those arrows are going back to those missiles. All right, this is Joel chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 9. And it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. You see that? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is preparing war amongst the nations. Okay, World War III. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I am strong. All right, and these heathen nations, these nations that were considered, insignificant, okay, they're gaining the power. They're getting the nuclear capability. Okay, they're preparing themselves to go to war, man. Okay, they have the power and technology. You see, that's the weak saying that I am strong. Verse 11: assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So going back to the map, okay, this is where the Lord is going to judge all the heathen round about, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, okay, which means Yahweh judges. The Lord is going to judge the nations here. This is where World War III is going to take off at, all right? And that's why it's no coincidence that you had this bombing or this explosion that took place in Lebanon, okay? It's all the Spirit, all right? Verse 13, it says, Joel 3:13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the flats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is near, in the valley of decision. So it's getting ready to go down. Okay? The Lord is like I said, the Lord is riling up the nations. He's riling up the Spirit. Okay? Let me grab this real quick. Okay? Salakia. Those arrows. Pull that up real quick. All right, this is here we go. The Jeremiah 50:9, and it reads, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. Okay? For from thence shall she be taken, their arrows, those missiles, their arrows should be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Okay? So these missiles, man, okay, those arrows, they're getting ready to be shot at. Let's get this. Finishing it off. Okay, Jeremiah 15:14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows. See? For she have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shot against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. Okay? Because America's missile defense system is going to be penetrated. Okay? There's no stopping these arrows, these missiles. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Take vengeance upon her as she have done do unto her. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Okay, like I said, this is just a quick example to show you of what's getting ready to come upon America and the rest of the world. But call halayim la Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Pray this lesson was edifying. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, and double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring. Shalom.